Welcome in, everybody. I've got some ARP head studs that I am putting in an M20 B25, and I just want to show you how I do this and try to give you some good information. I have talked directly to an ARP representative and gotten all the right information on how to do this. And if you're not putting these in all at once when you build the engine, I'm going to show you how you can take one out at a time and put them in. So let's get right into it. First off, shout out to Rage It Parts in California. They do a lot of like used stuff and tear down engines and cars. And I got a set of secondhand ARP head studs that are basically brand new for a really good price. Check them out on Instagram. Okay, so here's what we've got. Let me try to lay this out for you a little bit better so that you can see. So I have one of the head studs. This is the ARP stud. There's the coarse section that goes in the block, and there's the fine section that goes up top. The way these work are you have a washer, and then that washer goes on the stud, and then you have the 12-point ARP nut that goes on the top, just like this. And so they sit in this configuration when they're bolted in the car, just like that. So it just goes down in the block, sits like this. You'll notice there's a 4mm hex in the top, and that is how you drive in the stud. Well, let me show you just what you need to do for this. So when you pull out the stud, down inside, a lot of the times the threads will fill with oil just from a lot of use, and that's okay as long as you don't drive this in so hard and you jam it that you hydraulically crack the block with this thing driving in. So what you'll notice is as you drive in these studs, if there's oil in the bottom, it'll kind of get hard, and then you can just slowly turn the Allen on the top, and you'll feel it kind of push the oil past the threads, and you just kind of gently do that. You don't want to slam it in, or you don't want to use an impact gun and just drive it all the way in blindly, because you can actually like make a hydraulic force on the bottom of the threads, and you can crack the block. Don't be scared of that. Just take it easy and go slow. The other thing you can do is take some air in a spray, you could do like canned air down in the bottom of it with a towel, blow it out, or if you have compressed air, you can blow that out as well. Spray some brake parts cleaner down in there. I've had good luck with just putting them in with just oil, the oil that's already down in there. One other thing that we need to do is, let me grab some paper towels here. We need to clean the top of the block. So right here, you'll see when I took the stud out, oil kind of moved around. This is, according to the ARP representative, this is how this needs to be. You want a dry surface here, and you also want the washer to be completely dry where it goes against the cylinder head. The only place that should have the ARP lubricant is between this top surface of the bolt, right? Or sorry, of the washer and the nut. So you're gonna put lubrication, this Ultra Torque assembly lube. You're gonna put that on the top surface right here, between here and where the washer sits, like right there. And then you're gonna put it on the fine threads where this nut connects, right there. So lubrication between those two, but on the bottom, between this and the cylinder head on that washer, are going to be dry. So just make sure that it's dry. And then we're gonna take this guy, drop him down in, and he's turning in nice and free, which is always a good sign. And I'm gonna switch over to my T-handle right here and just turn it. And right here, I can already feel that there's oil at the bottom. It kind of gets hard. You can hear it, like, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's oil squeezing out. That is totally fine. Just go slowly. Okay, now I have bottomed out the stud. I can feel like I've gotten all that oil past. It's not moving anymore. What you want to do, according to the ARP representative, is bottom the stud out and then go back half a turn. And then when you're tightening the nut down, hold it and just get it to seat with it backed off half a turn. That makes the stud essentially floating in the threads, and you're not bottomed out, putting any pressure on the bottom of the blind hole that this is into. So basically, you'll back this off half a turn, and then we'll take the washer, put it on. We're gonna lubricate this just in a second here, but I've got my hands full, so I'm just gonna show you for demonstration purposes. This guy's gonna go all the way down, just like that. And then I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take the Allen like this and make sure that it stays backed off half a turn, kind of tighten that up, and then I'll go ahead and torque it, okay? So that is how it's done. So I hope you guys, yeah, I hope this tutorial works, you know, and helps you guys out. You just do them one by one, and then you do them in the order that BMW suggests. So you'll start in the middle, and then you work your way out. And I don't torque them to max spec at once. I put these all, they go in 3 stages of torque. They go 30 foot-pounds, 60 foot-pounds, and 90. I put them all in, put them at 30, and then I go up in all the steps after that. But also one thing you want to do is just make sure that you mix this stuff up, even if it's in these little bags. Just squeeze it around in the bag and try to get it mixed. It has oil in it, so the oil can separate from like the grease portion of it. So mix this up really good, or if you spread it out onto like a piece of plastic or a table or something that you're gonna mix it on, mix it up really well before you put it on. That'll make sure that you get consistent results for this setup. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up, and I'm gonna go through them and just run through the whole set, and we'll see where we get. And then if I run into anything, I'll jump back. But hopefully this helps, yeah, enjoy putting some studs in. These guys are really nice, high quality, and yeah, definitely worthwhile if you're on a boost application. Even with a stock head gasket, they give a little bit more clamp load. All right, quick update, just making some good progress. We've got 3 in so far. Going for the next one. I forgot to mention these little brushes. I think they're called like an acid brush, but you can find these at like hobby stores or wherever. These work really well. You can just put like a dab of the grease on and then just kind of brush them on the washers, and that works pretty good. But yeah, it's going good. Just one at a time, taking it easy, and we'll get there soon. Okay, let me give you one full worked example. We are going to take our breaker bar, drop it right onto here, crack this guy loose, and then we're going to take it out. Okay, pull this guy up and out. And then the next step is to clean the top surface here. So just get a clean paper towel, rag or something. I don't think you have to use like acetone or brake parts cleaner or anything, but just get it so that there's no oil on it, just like that. And then we're working with some used studs right now, so I'm just gonna wipe them off real quick, but this part should go pretty easy. Let me just wipe this guy real quick. I'm just trying to get all the old grease off of it and make sure that it has clear threads. So I'll go in there and I'll inspect the threads if these are secondhand or they've been used in the engine before. So these ones are secondhand, and then I drop this guy in, tighten it down like that by hand, and then I'll take the T-handle wrench and I drop it down here. Let me actually back it out. And you can usually like feel when you hit oil, like it'll just slow down and it'll just kind of ease, like slowly ooze it out. This one didn't really have any. It's usually the exhaust side, they're lower down, they collect a lot of oil. But basically, I bottom it out. And then the next step after I bottomed it out is drop on the washer here. Let me just make sure it's all cleaned up. And it is. So drop the washer on top. And then the next step, I think, is like one of the more important parts of the step, is you take the ARP assembly lubricant right here, and I usually just ease out like a couple, I don't know, pea-sized bits, rub it around the threads, and then I go like one more for the threads in the washer, and you can just kind of like brush the washer as it spins like this until it's fully covered, just like that. Just make sure all the threads are nice and covered. And then you can take this, this is a 12 millimeter 12 point nut, if you guys are wondering. You do need 12 point sockets for this. So, and then this is what I do. So I'll put this guy almost all the way down, put the wrench on, and then back it off a half turn, and then hand tighten this while I'm holding the socket in a half turn reversed. That way it doesn't move the stud. And then, now that the assembly is kind of floating in the threads, I'll take my Tecton torque wrench to 30 pounds, and that's it. And then we're gonna go through and we'll run that through the whole set of studs, 30, 60, and 90 foot-pounds when it's done. But anyway, there you go, there's a worked example, and that was taking a little bit of time just to film it for you too. They go pretty quick, so there you go. One other thing you may run into is right here, depending on where it is on the engine, but I think mostly it's the front, and I've had this on M30 engines as well. You'll hit a rib on the valve cover that hits right. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a little mark there. You can tell because the rocker cover doesn't want to sit flat, but if it does that, I usually just kind of tap it a few times just so it leaves a witness mark. And then you go in here and just buzz this out just with like a Dremel, or if you have a saw or something, you can just cut that out lightly. This is from drilling here, but that's where it hits.